Hey everybody, this is Maxine Taylor, and today is June 4th, 2020, and I'm here with my online full moon ceremony. June is a huge month, and I can't wait to share it with you. First of all, yes, of course, there's a full moon tomorrow and a new moon on the 21st. What makes these lunations so unique is that tomorrow's full moon occurs at the same time we're having a lunar eclipse. And the new moon on the 21st is a solar eclipse. So here we've got two eclipses this month. Venus and Mercury are tag teaming us, and they're both retrograde or in the shadow of the retrograde. And so the week when they are both retrograde is the week of June 18th through the 25th. I feel like this is going to be a tipping point of some sort for us around the world. Certainly in our country, the United States. I say our country. I'm speaking to those of us who live in the United States, but this occurs everywhere. So we feel the effects of an eclipse about a week before it occurs, and until the next pair or trio of eclipses come along. But they're at their peak 3 to 4 months after they occur. So this means that September and October and November, everybody around the world is going to be feeling the 3 summer eclipses when they are at their peak. When Venus is retrograde, we don't start new projects. When Mercury is retrograde, we don't start new projects. When Mars is retrograde, you can't start new projects because nothing happens. I'm talking about this summer and the rest of 2020. But I'm going to stick with June for now. If I have not yet done your chart, you might want to have a forecast. A 6-month forecast will do it. It'll give you the rest of 2020 and help you navigate. So let me start by telling you that the first thing I'm going to do for you is I'm going to tell you where both eclipses fall in your solar chart. Now, some of you have your birth chart. You're going to want to find these placements in your birth chart. If you don't have a copy of your birth chart, don't worry. Just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com, and click on the reading form tab, and you'll find I have a great offer. I'll send you a copy of your actual birth chart. It's not a reading. There are no questions and answers. It is a copy of the chart. It's a great copy because it explains where the planets are, what signs they're in, etc. This is a $5 deal. You can't beat it with a stick. Get that and you'll be able to follow along because your birth chart and the solar chart go hand in hand. And many of you already know that. Okay. So we have an eclipse tomorrow, a lunar eclipse. It's on the full moon. On the full moon, everything pops. And then the moon starts waning. And 2 weeks later, we have a new moon. And that's when energy starts growing again. And I'll tell you where each of these eclipses falls in your solar chart. On the new moon, the energy starts moving forward. However, I am not suggesting that you start new projects this month because of the Venus-Mercury tag team. It has been crazy, and it's going to get crazier. I'm just saying. Confusion. Who do you believe? You can't believe what they're doing. Believe it, they're doing it. That type of thing. So let me tell you where each of these eclipses falls. starting with, of course, tomorrow's full moon. And let me mention that I'm in Atlanta. We're on Eastern Daylight Time, and the full moon, actually the eclipse, occurs at 3:26 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Convert that time, 3:26 p.m. Eastern Daylight, to your time zone, and you'll know when the eclipse occurs. The eclipse is in 15 Sagittarius, 34 minutes. Find 15 Sag, 34 in your birth chart, and you will know exactly where everything's going to come to a head. This can be really good. When you put out what you want, the full moon, lunar eclipse can deliver. Then 2 weeks later, we have the new moon, and it's a solar eclipse. This is on June 21st, and that eclipse is in 0 degrees Cancer, 21 minutes. Find 0 Cancer 21 in your birth chart, and you will see where the energy starts growing. Here in Atlanta, that new moon will be at 2:43 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So you're going to want to convert that to your time zone. If you're on Central Time, it's an hour earlier. I'm talking about United States. If you're born in Australia, or if you're living in Australia or China, you're probably you've already had the day and you're working on the new day, which is why I'm giving you the time zones. Okay, let me tell you sign by sign what each of these eclipses triggers in your solar chart. Aries, the first eclipse, which is tomorrow, the full moon, the lunar eclipse, triggers the desire to spread your wings and soar, to get on a plane, to get out of the house. If you have been sheltering in place, you will be ready to get out. The new moon, the solar eclipse on the 21st, emphasizes home and family and real estate. So you've got these opposite messages. Tomorrow you want to spread your wings and soar and fly above the crowds. The crowds and the clouds, both of them. And the new moon on the 21st says, go home, be with your family. Taurus, tomorrow's full moon, lunar eclipse, emphasizes secrets, transformation, getting to the bottom of things. And if you're involved in joint financial projects, they can bear fruit at this time. The new moon on the 21st, the solar eclipse, triggers your desire for short trips. It starts your mouth moving and your mind moving. And so there's lots of communication, which is really cool. So first you digging for secrets, and then perhaps you're sharing them 2 weeks later. Gemini, tomorrow's lunar eclipse emphasizes partnership, getting out there and being with other people, communicating and sharing one-on-one. And the new moon, which is a solar eclipse, on the 21st, starts your money moving. Oh, goody. I'm a Gemini. How lovely. Starts your money growing again, and you're looking at your values. Cool. Cancerians. Tomorrow's full moon emphasizes your job and your health. So if you've had a cold or something like that, this can usher in a healing. And if you're looking for a change of pace at work, this is the eclipse that'll do it. The new moon on the 21st says you're doing it your way. You're doing what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want, and it's your turn. I love it. Leo, tomorrow's eclipse says it's time to party. And if you have kids, it's time to party with your kids. So be prepared, with or without kids. It's about having fun. And the new moon on the 21st, the solar eclipse, says, enough with the partying. I want to be alone. I want to pull back. I want to retreat. I want to get away from it all. Goodbye. Uh, Talk to you in July. Virgo. Well, tomorrow's full moon emphasizes your home and family. Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you renovating? Or are you just staying home, being with the people that you care about? You know, when you have an eclipse in the area governing your home and family, it doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be with them. You may be sitting on the couch with a remote in your hand watching Netflix, but you're at home. It's home sweet home. And then the new moon on the 21st kicks your friendships into action. And you're saying, here's what I want to do. I want to be with my friends. So once again, these are very different eclipses. And that's why we swing from one situation to another. Makes sense, doesn't it? Libra. Tomorrow's lunar eclipse has you talking, sharing ideas, communicating. You're bored easily. You're ready for trips of short duration and distance. And then the new moon on the 21st, the solar eclipse, puts you in the top slot. This is you advancing in your career. This is you being the leader, and I really encourage that. Scorpio. Well, tomorrow's full moon brings money to a head. Awesome. If you have been working on increasing your income, this is the time when you should see improvement. Now, with Venus and Mercury both retrograde, there's a little hold back on energy. I just want you to know that. Okay, be aware of that. It doesn't negate it, just a little, because things are confused. You live on this planet, you know what I'm saying. Then, Scorpio, the new moon on the 21st of June has you seeing the big picture, seeing options you did not know you had before. This is terrific. Are you thinking of traveling? Get your passport out. Are you thinking of taking advanced courses? Cool. Online or in person? Doesn't matter. Do it. Sagittarius. Well, tomorrow's full moon, of course, is in Sag. And so this is you saying, I'm doing it my way. I'm doing what I want, when I want, how I want, because I want. And that's exactly what you should do. You're going to say, out of my way or the highway. I love it. And then the new moon on the 21st has you pulling back and being a psychic detective and looking beneath the surface at what is really going on. If you are ready to transform a situation in your life, this eclipse on the 21st can help you do it, particularly if you're dealing with joint financial projects. Okay, Capricorn. Tomorrow's full moon says you're pulling back. You're saying, go away, world. I want to deal with you. I want to sleep. I want to meditate. I just want to be one with spirit. And more to the point, I want to be away from all of you. So, Capricorn, this would be a great time to go to the beach, go to the mountains, and have a beautiful time alone. Because on the 21st, that eclipse has you wanting to be one-on-one with people. It says, I want to be with my spouse, with my friends. And if there's nobody special in your life, this is a time when you might be ready to meet them. How cool is that? So the first eclipse prepares you for that. Aquarius. Well, this particular eclipse falls in your natural house in the zodiac. And so your humanitarian side is incredibly strong. You want to be with friends, and you want to be a friend to everyone. Groups of all types, really good for you right now. Full moon tomorrow. Then the new moon on the 21st says, get down to business at work, because tomorrow's eclipse emphasizes friends. The eclipse on the 21st says work. So you'll go from one extreme to the other. Works for me. It'll work for you. And lastly, Pisces. Tomorrow's eclipse puts you in the top slot. Move upward in your career. Be the leader. And then the eclipse on the 21st says, party, have fun, forget career, enjoy yourself. And if you have kids, be with your kids. Have fun, whether it's painting or dancing or sports or watching movies. It's time on the 21st to enjoy yourself. So I love the way these look. That tells you what you can expect this month, because these eclipses are big. And remember, they're going to be strongest September, October, and November. Okay, now, this is the part in the ceremony where we take our lists that we've brought and burn them. If you haven't drawn up a list of what you'd like to create for yourself this month, put the video on pause, take a moment, and make your list. And the reason we burn them, these lists, is because we want to release them to the universe, to source. God can't give you what you want if you got it clutched in your hot little hand. So what we're going to do, and normally if I were at the Phoenix and Dragon, as you know, I had that big flower pot. Well, not that big, actually. We've had so many people at the full moon ceremonies that my big flower pot wasn't big enough. Normally we have somewhere around 45 people, but on an eclipse we have double that. We have about 80 people. And so it's very large and really wonderful. And the reason it's so popular is because we come together as one. We are one. What happens to you happens to all of us. And the group assembled is not by happenstance. There is a reason for each individual person to be there. And while people may feel separate from the group when they arrive, by the time they leave, we are one loving group. It is always magnificent. So, and I always encourage everybody to hang around and visit, share business cards, exchange business cards. The reason we're there is because we're the same. And there have been connections made between people that to me were just unimaginable. A couple of times, people who did not know each other seemingly find out that they were in the same high school graduating class. And when they start talking, they recognize one another. It's just beautiful. People bring their children. And of course, I think it's wonderful when children do a full moon ceremony with parents. Sometimes we do the children's part first, because children being children, their attention is short. Okay, so what we do now, and I usually have a fire starter, somebody who handles the fire. We'll see how this goes. We are going to burn our lists. Cool. It happened. Oh, I'm so excited. And okay, I'm going to put it in here now. Good. We're going to try again. Okay. This is Maxine starting a fire. Now you know why I have a fire starter. Go. All righty. Sometimes the paper just won't take it. There it is. This is beautiful. And it keeps going out. Okay, let's pretend that I burned it, okay? And you go ahead and burn yours. I'm going to do it one more time. And I think the paper I'm using is the problem. Or the problem is me. Somebody once said, were you Joan of Arc in a past life? Joke, of course. Well, let's see if we can do it this time. I'm holding it there, guys. I'm going to show it to you in a second. I think it's doing. Here we go. Here we go. Yay. It's burning. Thank you. Oh, look at it go. Yay. I just needed to hold it a little longer. I'll keep it away from anything it might touch. Well, and now it's all burnt up. And I've released, and I hope you have released your lists to God, whatever your concept of God is. Source, spirit, I call God spirit, the multiverse. And so with the burning of our lists, we release them so that they can be sent to us. What we ask for will be sent to us in spirit time, better than we asked for it. I've found that no matter what I ask for, I always get more than that, which has taught me to give more than I receive. Okay, so we have fire, earth, because I have dirt in here, air, and at the Phoenix and Dragon, we have a pond. But we're in my home, I don't have a pond, but here is the water. And so we have burned our lists. We have completed fire, earth, air, and water. And our lists are in the hands of spirit on their way to us. And so it is. Okay. Now, the second part of the ceremony is what everybody loves, because this is where the magic takes place. Okay? And here's what we're going to do. Very simply, we're going to return to the loving place that we were in when we were first born, because we were pure love at that point. We had not been programmed yet. We were love itself. And we were love and loved. And what we're going to do is move into a state of love. And I know that many of you out there watching this video are already in a state of love. You wouldn't be watching this if you were not either in a state of love or ready to be in a state of love. So what I always do on the patio of the Phoenix and Dragon bookstore is I suggest that everybody put their hand on their heart. Wherever you put your hand, that's what gets your attention. It's on your heart. And allow yourself to move into a state of love. I don't care what's going on in your life. Move into a state of love, just for a moment. And then what we're going to do is a simple ceremony that I've done for almost a year now that is quite beautiful. We're going to return to that loving state that we were in when we were first born. And we do this by verbalizing our full name as it was given to us at the time that we were born. That is our second chance, our third chance, our fourth chance, our 100th new start chance. Because when we return to pure love, we're starting at the beginning. And it's in a state of love that we create. So, what we're going to do at the count of 3, and I'll do it with you, is we're going to say I, followed by our full name that we were given. No nicknames, unless that is your given name. So at the count of 3, I think I won't say it because I don't want to confuse you where you are. You have to imagine 80 people gathered on the patio of the Phoenix and Dragon bookstore, everybody saying their full name. It's really thrilling. So again, at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, I, now say your full name. And here is your acceptance. I take back my heart. I take back my soul. I take back my mind. I take back my body. I take back my honor. I take back my identity. I take back my self-respect. I take back my God-given powers. I take back my life. And let all the love from God, from the universe, pour down from the top of your head into every cell of your body and out the soles of your feet. And now that you are fully in a state of love, extend your right hand out in front of you. And in your right hand, ask God, Source, Spirit, to place what you really, really, really want and ask for it. Just say, if you want to say it, I really want, and then put it in your right hand. Or don't say anything, just ask. That's what I want. Right there. There it is. That's what I want. It can be money, it can be a feeling, it can be a job. Feel that you have it already. That's the secret. If you already have it, it's yours. And by the way, the mind does not know if it's the past, the future, or the present. So see yourself with what you want right there. And if there's any hesitation or just not being able to feel it in your left hand, extend your left hand and ask, what is blocking me from having what I want? It'll fly right in. It may be that you haven't forgiven somebody for 30, 40, 50 years. It may be that you still want to punish somebody. It may be that you doubt yourself. It may be that you're playing the role of victim. A lot of people nowadays are. Time to let go of that victim role. You are source energy itself. You are spirit in an earthbound body, and we are all alike. We are one. Once you see that block, get ready, because you're going to reach back and you're going to toss it out into the universe. Get rid of it. Send it to God. Your concept of God. Now, you are left with what you want. Put your right hand on your heart and say, I totally accept that fill in the blank with what you want is on its way to me. And I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. Now, with everything going on in our world, this love that you are now feeling, that we are all feeling, let's take it and send it out to everybody on this planet. Don't worry, you can't run out of it. You can't lose it. You're sharing it with the people who are demonstrating, with the people who are angry, who are upset, with the people who are here to do evil. Blast them with love. Just send it. Love is the universal antidote. Okay? And see it happening, feel it happening. The most important week of this month is June 18th through the 25th, when both Mercury and Venus are retrograde. Now, at this point, I usually go around the circle and do a quick read on everybody and come up with a mantra for everybody, truly everybody. So if we're in the circle, and let's say there are, 50, 60, 70 people there, everybody gets a mantra, and it's always a positive one, because we've gotten rid of the block, remember? So what's left is love and what we want. And most people are still standing there with their hands on their hearts. And what I have everybody do is accept that mantra, because we are one. And the mantra is not just for the person who is sharing it with us, but for everybody there. And each month, we have kind of a different story, but it is beautiful. And by now, people are kind of blissed out. Some are hugging, some are just enjoying. And since I can't be with you right this moment, I have my trusty bowl of mantras. Several years ago, we all had angel cards. You remember angel cards? And you'd pick one or two or whatever. And there were always a couple that were a little questionable. And I'm a do-it-yourself girl. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make my own cards, because I know what I want to create. So I'm going to, if I may, pick the cards, and they're star cards because I have a little star on the back of them. How appropriate, I know. And let's see, as a group, what we'd like to accept, okay? I won't go through the whole bowl. I know you've got things to do. So do I. Here we go. You tell the truth. And when you accept this, when you say, I tell the truth, you let all of God's love pour down from the top of your head through every cell in your body and out the soles of your feet. I tell the truth. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, let's try another one. Don't you love this? You are loved and wanted. Your mantra, I am loved and wanted. Say it. We're on a roll. Let's keep going. Ah, you are healed. How appropriate. I am healed. Everybody, do it. Oh, it's fabulous. I am healed. I know I am because I had an acupuncture treatment a couple of hours ago. You are a visionary. Mantra, I am a visionary. I hope you're liking this. I'm loving it. You are honorable. Oh, I am honorable. That means you do the right thing because your honor is at stake. I've noticed that people are very tired nowadays. The emotional toll of living here on planet Earth with our leaders being our leaders the way they are being our leaders and what's going on is very upsetting and very draining. So the card I pulled for all of us is you have mega energy. Your mantra, I have mega energy. Accept that. Let it pour down from the top of your head into every cell of your body and out the soles of your feet. And that's 6 of them. Let's do one more. 7 is a wonderful number. Let's just do 7. Play! Exclamation point. Enjoy! Exclamation point. Your mantra, I play and I enjoy. And let that pour down through every cell in your body and out the soles of your feet. I don't know about you, but I really feel good. And I hope you do too. And I hope you'll come back in a month when we do it again. At some point in time, Phoenix and Dragon is going to resume their classes, of course, and we'll resume our outdoor full moon ceremonies. And just let me know if you'd like me to keep doing these online with you as well. I'll be happy to do it. You know, this is my gift to everybody, to my world, my gift back. So just let me know. If I don't hear from a lot of you, it probably means you're ambivalent. If you like it, great. If you don't, well, just let me know, okay? So, dear friends, until next month, when we meet again, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours, and may you express your beautiful light, because that is who you are, and that is what you came here to do. Peace out.